You see this all the time in our world. Like the us versus them politics. If you aren't for us, you're for them. And it's not just politics. It's when we post memes that ridicule people who think differently or have different values. It's the whole cancel culture. Can't listen to this person. Can't be friends with them. If we disagree, forget it. And the whole, disagreement is hatred thing, that's always fun. And of course, we have all these labels for each other. All kinds of letters and acronyms and flags and ribbons. And we divide by skin color and gender and even age as division. I remember when I was in my late 20s, I had friends from high school start talking about those high school students. They're destroying our country, they're no good. And I was a high school pastor at the time, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't see any of this. How are they any different than us? It might be new tech, but it's the same old story. It's fear, man. Fear is a great motivator. It divides us. It uses us. It plays us. You turn on the news, and instantly it's just like a wall of fear. 20 million people are under threat because of massive storms moving through the Ohio Valley. And you got this music that's like dun 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 dun, and like the baritone delivery. We're all going to die tonight. It's like, man, I just feel like I'm under siege. I got to shut the windows, lock the door. And then they bring in all these experts. Right? Let's bring on the expert on this. Let's split the room. The climate change deniers are to blame. Gen Z has no morals. Our world is over. AI is going to take your job. And then they break for commercials about comfort foods and vacation spots. Funny how that works. It's a game, people. It's a game, and you're being played. It's a form of control. And this is what it is. Fear them and follow me. That's the formula. It's sad, but it works. Look, Elphaba's big mistake was to put her hope into two highly flawed people, Madame Marble and the Wizard. But really, just putting all your hope in people is never a good idea. This is a biblical thought here. You find this in the Bible over and over again. Don't put your hope in people or groups or movements or churches or institutions. Keep your eyes on eternal things. There's only one person that's worth trusting. Psalm 146 says it this way. It says, don't put your confidence in powerful people. There's no help for you there. When they breathe their last, they will return to the earth, and all their plans will die with them. But joyful are those who have the God of Israel as their helper, whose hope is in the Lord their God. He made heaven and earth, the sea, and everything in them. He keeps every promise forever. People and groups and every power on this earth, it's all fading. All the plans will die with them. But God, look at that last line, God keeps every promise forever. Look at that word, forever. That changes everything, forever. We get to evaluate everything from an eternal perspective. That means we can rise above the moment. We aren't chained to the here and now. We don't have to live in fear. There's a calmness and an assurance that our hope is in something that rises above this life. It's almost like a sigh of relief that you're living for something bigger outside of the pressure of the moment. You don't have to fit into the agenda of the rich or the powerful, the charlatans in your life, the wizards, those queen bee manipulators. See, that's a huge lesson from this story. You have a choice. You can live in and for this world, and you can be a part of the game, you can play the game, you can be played by the game, or you can rise above it. You can leave the game. You don't have to live with a sense of fear or anxiety or anger toward a group of people that are different than you. You can stay out of the echo chambers that repeat only the same things that you believe in. You can skip the online arguments and reject the kind of us versus them stuff. You can refuse to be played with all of that. When you put your hope in the only one who is eternal, the power of fear is broken. You aren't living for the approval of people who like to play games. When you rise above, you don't place your hope in the people of your life. So this movie does a great job of asking this one question: what am I putting my hope in? Think about that. What are you putting your hope in? If it's not something eternal, you are bound for disappointment. And that's the real difference.